the game against City's under-21s, you're up against players with Premier League experience in the case of a few of them there.
Yeah, I thought the players were magnificent, and in the way that they went about the jobs. You know, playing against a possession-based side who are very clinical and very quick. You know, the speed at which they move the ball and the player speed individually through the units. It was a big task for the players and totally different to the League Two opposition that we've been playing against. But we was really pleased with the outcome, and you know, we're very happy now to entertain Leicester at home.
And was that, I know it was a different team, but was that a good response from the events of the weekend, where I know you're disappointed obviously by the result and the fact that this excellent run had come to an end?
The run hasn't come to an end. It's a problem. It's a problem that you have to solve. We didn't see, you know, what Walsall could do to us potentially from a counter-attacking situation, and we've worked on that negative equity that we had in that game, which was possession, and it was negative possession. So we are getting respect from opposition now. So the run has, you know, red flagged us as potential danger. So they don't make the game as expansive, or their setup as expansive as, say, Grimsby did. You know, and it's respect to the players, respect to Dorsey and the staff, that the oppositions are doing that. They see us as a major threat. So we learn from that defeat. It's not disappointment. It's not the end of the run. It's the start of a new challenge. And that's what we worked on Tuesday against Man City. And we have to make sure that we're prepared to be flexible against Exeter and every opponent that we face thereafter. You know, the pursuit is 3 points. And we'll get the 3 points with good performances individually and collectively. And I must say that we was disappointed with the energy against Walsall. You know, and we understand why we got beat in that game. And understanding it is the biggest part of solving the problem, looking for your next 3 points.
Yeah, because, you know, you learn big lessons in football mostly through the games that you don't win.
It's right in saying that, but it's also very important to carry on learning when you're winning. Learn why you're winning. Learn what the opposition are going to do. I often try and analyse what I do against Tranmere through the opposing manager's eyes, you know, and I've got to do that now. And we've got to do that because we're being given a big amount of respect. And, you know, we're a big club in League Two and we're seen as a scout. So we have to make sure that we're ready to attack, but ready to defend against, you know, Exeter on Saturday as a team. And we've got to show, for me, a little bit more speed in transitions. And if we do that, you know, will be a very good game for Exeter on Saturday.
And Exeter, you know, pretty decent season themselves so far, and that they can be quite adventurous at times. They've got a team that likes to attack when they can. It's got the makings of a decent match, this one.
They're not just a very good League Two side. For me, they're a very good academy. I see Exeter as one of those teams that they're a football league academy where they blood good young players into the first team environment and build teams around them, and then they become saleable assets, you know, which helps the club, you know, fund, you know, next season's experiences. But I like everything that they do in the way that they've become self-sufficient as a football club. They're still very stable during COVID, and that is as a result of the academy, you know. And I'm not just talking about the under 18s academy. I see the first team as an academy, and within that first team, they have good leaders, experienced players in there who are educating the young players along with the coaching staff. So I think that's one way that English football lower league clubs can go. But on Saturday, you know, they've just missed out Exeter 3 or 4. I think it's 3 seasons in succession now via the playoffs. So they're a very good League Two side at this moment in time. And they're fighting and challenging, like we are, for promotion from League Two. So it should be a good fixture and a difficult challenge.
And what sort of threat will they pose in terms of the 90 minutes? You know, that their philosophy against your style.
They are very adventurous because score a lot of goals, create goal scoring opportunities, high energy. You know, so we have to be ready for that. But they also have to be ready for what we are going to offer. So it should be a good test for us, but also a good test for them.
And the players that you've been using in recent match have been coming up with the goods. But did the win over Manchester City and the performance give you a few ideas of maybe possibly doing things differently this weekend? Are the players knocking at the door?
It's not just this weekend. It's a continual assessment of where the players are. You know, whether you win, lose, or draw a game, where we are with the amount of games that we've got to play and previously played. But I was really pleased with all the players' performances on Tuesday, and it just doesn't give me through for Saturday against Exeter, but thereafter. So the players have done themselves a world of good, you know, in their inclusion in my thought process going forward into the next game and the game after that. But it's also respect to the players who've got us into this position where we're challenging for a top 7 position. So I have to be mindful of that. You know, one argument or one mistake doesn't lead to wholesale changes. You know, and whether you consider football to be a 90-minute argument, you know, sometimes you lose an argument, sometimes you get your point across and you win. But with respect to making wholesale changes, because the players performed so well on Tuesday, I just think it's out of the question. And I would say that it would show a certain lack of respect.
Yeah. And in terms of team news, how are you injury-wise, and any of the anybody else sort of nearer to coming back in?
Well, we're good. We're good health-wise. We're fit. We're ready to go. Everybody wants to play, you know, and we're in good spirits. So we're looking forward to the next challenge. I think it was very important, you know, for everybody to realise how important Tuesday's victory was, because, you know, the emphasis was on the defeat against Walsall, you know, but it's not now lapsed or carried through into the Man City game or beyond, you know. So to actually win that game was a big plus to response from the whole of the squad on the training pitch and on the match day, you know. And I think the league, the campaign with 30 games remaining, you know, we've got to be very positive about every one of those challenges.